Good morning, everybody. If you have got something you need to come out about today and you're not quite sure how you're going to do it, let's talk about what's in your way, how you can get around it, and how you can be more mindful during the process. Good morning, everybody. My name is Seth. I run Comingouttarot.com. You can always find out more about me over there. You know, I don't think I ever pointed out to everybody, the reason you're always seeing me in tank tops is it's early in the morning. I just got done working out, taking care of the ferrets, doing this, and then I go take a shower and get ready for work. So right now, you got me at my I just worked out best. Anyway, besides being able to find out about me at Comingouttarot.com, we're here to talk about you and what it is you need to come out about today and how you can do that in the best way possible. While I get these cards in order, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that thumbs up button if this content is useful for you, especially if you're watching this on the replay. Hi, replay. And don't forget to share out with your friends in case you think that they'll find this message valuable as well. Anybody see the blood moon eclipse last night? It was actually pretty amazing. Ooh, there we go. There's the card. All right, here's our obstacle. Action, mindfulness. Ooh, what an interesting day today. Our obstacle is the Three of Wands. Our action to get around that is the Empress, also a 3. And our mindfulness exercise is the Two of Wands. So we've got actually a pretty scorched earth going on right now. And by that, I mean we've got more fire than earth element here. So there's a lot of like drive and inspiration to get some things done. But that is all, any noise you hear is ferrets running around playing. I just had to check to make sure she wasn't doing something stupid. Because Laverne's crazy smart. Our biggest drive today, though, is I like to call it like the law of love, not the law of attraction. This is the law of love. Lead with love today. And we want to do that in a way that is tangible, like not just telling people, show people. This is about your actions and what you can put out there. And do it with some passion behind it. Like, don't just let people know that you love them for your actions. Be excited about it. Be exuberant about it. It's gonna be that kind of shift in energy, especially after this eclipse. It's time for things to shake up a little bit. All right. So our biggest obstacle today in the Three of Wands is coming out in. How do I want to say this? It's like coming out at home. There's a lot of it's easy to put things out there in places that we're not known. You know, like in the places where we have to go during the course of our day where somebody may not know who we are. It's easier sometimes to come out to a stranger than it is to the people that we know. And so that state of choosing to not come out at home can be one of the biggest challenges. Like, how do we do that? How do we get around that? I've got some posts coming up soon about that, like coming out to your grandparents. Do you even want to come out to your grandparents? Why not come out to your grandparents? That is one of my, like, mini, not many, but mini, like tiny. That is one of my tiny regrets. I rarely have regrets, and that's one that I wish that I had taken more action on. So how is it that you are able to come out at home? Because right now coming out at home is tough. This is how you get around that. This is that love thing I was telling you about. Showing people that you love them. Listen, to me, coming out is an act of love. It's not only for the self, but for the people around you. Because it takes a great deal of love and care to not only accept someone for who they truly are, but to make them feel safe and cared for. So, actions of love are paramount today in order to feel like you have the ability to come out at home and not let that be an obstacle. How can you be more mindful during the process? With our Two of Wands, we're going to stay in this home theme. However, we're a little bit deeper. So I want you to go a little bit deeper. You know what would be really fun, actually, as a mindfulness exercise, is to put words up somewhere. On a wall, maybe write them with a dry erase on a mirror. Wherever you're able to put it, maybe Post-it notes on a wall. And then two things. You can either do this like a dartboard and throw things and see where the darts land, or you can do this like Pin the Tail on a Donkey, where you blindfold yourself and have little dots and put the dots on your sticky notes or on the mirror, or use a pen if you're doing the dry erase thing, circle some stuff with your blindfold on. Put up several words, and the words are related to what it means to come out to you. What is the action of love of coming out? What's your reticence to coming out? What's on the other side of coming out? Write those words up somewhere, and then get your dots or your marker or your darts and plan how you're going to do this. I would say 2 times. A whole bunch of stuff up there, but then 2 times you're going to go up, you're going to put your dot on, or circle while you're blindfolded, Whatever your dots land closest to or on, or your circles have circled or are closest to, those are the 2 things that you have to focus on the most. That's your mindfulness exercise for today. Who knew that was going to come out of here? The hope is that it's going to get you a little deeper into what does this really mean, give you something to contemplate, give you something to focus on, so that you have the present and the shadow side of what it means to come out. All right. That's your coming out forecast for today. I hope it's helpful. If it is, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up button if it is helpful for you, so I know it's useful and it gets it in front of other people. Got a blog post coming out today about my first long-term relationship and how that included me making some choices about my safety based on the experiences I was having in that relationship. And you'll see it in the title. I talk about the abuse that I went through during that relationship. All of our relationships are not always picture perfect, especially in the queer community, when we want to look as normal or as accepted or as having legitimate relationships as possible. Sometimes we stay longer than we're meant to, and we allow things to happen, or we put up with things that maybe we shouldn't have. And I talk about that during this in the video that I'm going to put out at noon. It's actually already on YouTube if you want to find it. It's how I got tired of putting up the abuse in my first long-term relationship. It's an interesting story. I hope it's helpful. I hope it resonates with you. My effort is to be able to show you that that's part of the reason that I do this work, is to help people not have to go through the same experiences I did, to be forewarned, to be forearmed, to have more information. You're able to make choices in order to not go down the path that may be the most challenging, most frustrating, or not the safest. And that's why I do tarot readings for people. All right. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a good Monday. Happy MLK. If you're out volunteering, be safe, especially in Chicago. It's below 0 with the wind chill. Almost 20 below in some places. So be safe, be covered, be bundled. Thanks, everybody. See you later.